Hello, Steve Mills here on my podcast again, and it's great to be back sharing with you as ever some more tried, tested and proven ways to grow your business. Now, I'm here today to talk to you about LinkedIn, which is one of my favorite subjects. You know, we win a significant amount of our business, actually over 100,000 a year from LinkedIn. And I hear people all the time telling me, well, I'm on LinkedIn, but I don't really do very much, or I'm on LinkedIn and I don't really understand how to use it properly, and I'm gonna get round to it, and I just think you're just losing out on so much business. I guarantee for you, if you're in business and you're not really utilizing LinkedIn properly, then you're losing, I don't know, if you're a startup business, one-man band operator, there's at least, I'm going to say worst case, 30 grand in it for you in the next 12 months. And that could easily be 300 grand or even more than that. And that's as a one-man business or one-woman business. If you're bigger than that, then the rewards tend to be bigger appropriately. I had one client a little while ago won £42 million worth of business as a result of coming on my workshop, which is let's say it was a very good return on his investment. However, I'm not here to talk to you about that right now, although I am actually running, just so you know, a workshop here at our offices in Portsmouth on the 8th of August. And if you want to sign up to that, just simply go to www.stevemills.co. Click on the button called Training along the banner at the top and get yourself on the workshop. It would be great to have you here. So, on with what I'm talking about. I want to talk to you about what I call the 6 keys. The 6 keys to success on LinkedIn. And they're actually the 6 modules of my one-day workshop. So, number 1, I'm going to say the most important thing, but I'm not sure it really is. But it certainly is important. That is to create a great first impression on LinkedIn. So that is making sure that your personal profile and your company profile are as good as could be. We want to, have them at the top end and certainly better than your competition. So once you've done that, there's no point really having a really nice profile that nobody looks at. So step 2 is growing that database. If you've only got 100, 200, 500 or 1,000 contacts and your market is 5, 10, 20,000 people, then you don't have to be Einstein to work out that you're not marketing to most of your market on LinkedIn. So you've got to be looking at getting more contacts, and I'm going to show you on the workshop how to do that. That's definitely something you should be doing. Point 3. Point 3 is there's really little value in getting lots of people to connect to you, having lots of contacts on LinkedIn, and then never communicating with them. So it's really about building relationships. That's what point 3 is about. It's about building relationships with those people, be it somebody new that you've just connected to, or somebody that you've been perhaps connected to on LinkedIn for many, many years. Either way, you've got to start thinking about how you can build that particular relationship. So that's point 3. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? And, how are you going to build those relationships? Step 4. Step 4 is what I call traffic. There are many ways of getting people to your website, some of which are free, things like search engine optimization and so on and so forth. And by the way, we can do all that for you if you want us to. Just give us a call. We've got a team of people who do that. There are paid ways of doing it, like Facebook advertising or LinkedIn advertising, which I'll talk to you about in a couple of minutes, or perhaps Google AdWords. There are various ways of getting traffic to your website paid. But on the workshop, I'm going to talk to you about how to get over 1,000 people to your website every month on LinkedIn, because that's what we do. We get 1,000 people to our website, and that's not through the paid advertising. That's through free. That's through putting the time in, the work in. It's through doing things like podcasts and videos and articles and posts and so on and so forth, where people find it interesting and go to our website. So the fifth step is then the paid advertising side of LinkedIn. So you can do so many different things. There's actually, I think it's about 5 or 6 different things. You can advertise on the right-hand side. You can embed an advert into the news feed on LinkedIn. You can put an advert, a very thin advert, across the top, which gets great open rates. You can do something called remarketing, where you tell LinkedIn to advertise to people who visited your website. Yeah, that's right. Did you know that? You can actually say to LinkedIn, show these adverts to people who've been to my website. How cool is that? These are people who are actually interested in you already, and then all of a sudden they start seeing your advert on LinkedIn. That's really powerful. You can even say to LinkedIn, right, here's my email list, right? So you upload your emails into LinkedIn and then tell LinkedIn to show your advert to people who are on your email list. So there are many, many ways of doing that, and I strongly recommend you look into those. And then lastly, number 6 is all about turning all that goodwill, all that great stuff, all that, work that you've done. You've got your profile looking good, you've connected to a load of people, you've improved those relationships, you've driven them to your website to go and look at you further, you've advertised to them, and now we've got to turn them into sales. And that's what step 6 is about. It's about turning all that goodwill into sales. And that's ultimately why you should be marketing your business on LinkedIn. So that's it. That's my 6 steps. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you take it on board. And I hope you use it, because if you do, you will win business. If you want to come along to my workshop, the next one's on the 8th of August. If you're listening to this podcast after the 8th of August, then still go to my website and you'll see the date of the next one, which will probably be sometime in, October, something like that. So, get in touch. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. So if you want to know my website, it's www.stevemills.co. Mills is spelled MILLS, and it's .co. Okay, so thank you ever so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you soon and hopefully seeing you on the workshop. Thanks very much.